Hello, my name is Miles. I'm the director of Prelude Education, and today I'm joining Ralph Allwood MBE to discuss all things music scholarships. Ralph has been a director of music for 38 years, 26 of them where he was director of music at Eton College. He has personally taught over 10,000 students, delivered 210 courses around the world, not just in Britain, and has supported over 400 students to achieve music scholarships at some of the most brilliant independent schools. And as one of Britain's leading voices in music education, Prelude Education is delighted to have Ralph as our senior scholarship advisor. He is there on hand to advise families on how to achieve those music scholarships. We're delighted to have him. Thank you, Ralph. As a music director at Eton, at Uppingham, at Pangbourne, what was it that you look for in a potential music scholar?
I've always looked for the person who is really energetic with music through self-motivation. It's important to remember there are two different parts of the brain for music, one for loving it and another for making it. That's to simplify it terribly. But that's why you get some who are superb at making music, but not particularly interested in it. And there are others who absolutely love it and aren't particularly good at doing it. And so one needs those who are really keen on it and can do it to a certain standard.
People often go in with having a distinction, grade 6, grade 7, ABRSM. Is that enough to then get a music scholarship?
Well, the associated board system in this country is superb. I think it's absolutely first class, and the rest of education can learn from it because it's child-centred. The pupil decides. Now, the only thing one needs to know on top of what grade 6 distinction or grade 7 distinction tells you when you're choosing a music scholar is enthusiasm and the burning desire behind their eyes to want to be better at music. And that's what one has to judge. And in a way, one can't inculcate that. One just has to judge and encourage it.
Yeah, and that also links this idea that quite often on kind of websites for these schools, they talk about measuring potential, the potential of a music scholar.
Yes.
But as you say, that seems reasonably incalculable. It seems that the potential of a music scholar at 12 years old. How do you measure potential? How do you find potential at that age?
It's a much more subjective judgment, of course, but you have to judge by their enthusiasm, what they've done for themselves, what composers they know about, what they love in music. And it's very difficult actually to teach that. You can encourage it and you can lead them to the right things so that they do. But you need plenty of that. But you also, on top of that, need expertise in an instrument or singing or both, ideally both. And it's good to have piano as well because that's so basic to all of music.
Fantastic. And for these auditions to then get a music scholarship, a lot of parents that I speak to sometimes have this anxiety about choosing a piece, as do the students. Which piece do I choose? A kind of quite fast, complicated, difficult piece, something slower. Do you have any advice on choosing music for an audition?
Get a short list of pieces that you love so that you think, oh, I love playing this one, because that will come across. And then in the shortlist, don't think, oh, with that one, on a good day, I'll play it well. No. Choose one that you'll play well on a bad day so that it is really reliable and so that you'll go in with confidence and know that whatever happens, this piece is going to go well.
Brilliant. And of course, we're really happy at Prelude Education that you've recently become our senior music scholarship advisor, which we're thrilled about. We offer one-to-one consultations with you, and we also have a full year music scholarship advisory package, which is brilliant. The only place that offers that in Britain, which we're really happy to be offering.
Excellent.
Could you give us an insight as to what to expect from a one-to-one meeting with you if I'm a parent thinking about my child doing a music scholarship? What should I expect from those meetings?
Right. Well, the great thing about one-to-one is that it can be tailored to the individual. And we've all heard it before, but everyone's different.
Yes.
So I would, in the first one, take in exactly what makes this child tick musically, and then gradually encourage the things that they are keen on. Perhaps the things they're good at, but as much the things that they are keen on, to really show what they can offer. Because in a school, you want the enthusiasm to rub off on other children, and you want it to join them all together. I say children, they'll go up to age 18, of course, but young people. And music is a wonderful team activity. I happen to think it's the best team activity in the world. Tell me a better one, where everybody loves it and you have split-second timing in corporately trying to make people feel better because you're making wonderful music. That is an amazing thing. And so one wants people who are going to fit in that team beautifully and love it, and pull people with them, making them love it as well.
Fantastic. I think that's one thing that some people tend to forget about, is that as a music scholar, you're involved in lots of different activities within the school as well. So you also have to be someone who can manage all of that, including your academics as well. And I suppose for my final question is that for parents who are thinking about setting their child on a route to a music scholarship, what advice would you give them?
Thing to do most of all is listen to the child, see what makes them tick, make that better, help them. If they're not so good at the discipline, at the self-discipline of practicing, don't impose it. Talk to them about how they make themselves practice. What's the best way to make yourself practice? What's the best? Do you have a timetable for it? Ask them about it, and it'll come from inside, not be imposed by other people.
Thank you, Ralph, so much for joining us today for this talk about all things music education, music scholarships. Delighted to have you. If you, as a parent or as a potential scholar, are interested in meeting with Ralph, please do contact us at Prelude Education. We'd be delighted to help support you to achieve a music scholarship.